have been lying again.
A picnic blanket wrapped around his feet. Orange leaves a kiss goodbye to summer. Wisdom teeth behind the satin pillow. Muffled breathing leaks through the creases. Trousers tapered and pleated best around ankles. The faucet fancies polarities. The shingles prefer to be unaligned. Between the spectrum's poles lie the dole. How I'm feeling here, because you didn't care.
Like take fucking million and 10, yeah.
I'm losing my life grieving the losses that haven't happened yet. Logically, I know that inevitability isn't worth obsessing. But then again, it may be fed by my insatiable ideation. Honestly, it's day to day whether I yearn for all or nothing. The static of the television when the body is gone, but not yet the mind. Not until the bulb burns out. I owe nothing to the moon, and yet stare so indebted, as though I should be grateful for these cosmic forces. I have not, to this point, met someone who is asked to be here. He advances each baseball diamond in his pinstripes. Was he thinking of his love, or his money, or his legacy? I feel the dream is to still be independent of all three, to be unapologetically incapable of staying on track, and to no longer have to find the words to say you are right. And of course I'm wrong. It seems the only constant. And wouldn't it be so lovely, so entirely Americana, to decompose in those woods until I'm cemented by a Walmart, and to haunt every adult irrationally scolding a child's scars from the nursery become generationally inherited, and I dissociated for so long I woke up today confused as to how I got here and here and here and look at me until you cannot bear to any longer. Please look at me, but do not perceive a single thing at all.
I stand opposite. All I know, the shape of sunshine, food, a yellow dotted division between another dusk again, called a pest again. I feel your glares. You see light in mine. The reflection deemed an omen, a mirror contrary a portrait. Evading rifles was never my nature. You kill for what you call sport, but I see no talent or effort. The prideful grin posing with my corpse. Make what you will of my presence, the burden of my potential. Martyrdom which only extends to material. I only want the sunshine. I only want the food. Your mistakes begin with industry. Warmth of your cleverness withstands asphalt. If I could say a word, it would end up a plea. I cannot make you believe that which you didn't bother to see. You spot vaguely my headlights. I read methodically yours. Misunderstand me as clumsy or curious or mad. Discredit the role that you had. So act not ignorant, speak not highly. You look at me and say, do not move an inch. You think of me and remember how you flinch. You're not the issue, and neither am I. Overgrown brush cloaking my figure. Rigorous planning goes into this accident. Facts of it being you envy that trigger. Tremors from weak knees distorted by 10% tint. You have your insurances and savings for rent. One last breath before I take control. One last breath before I am once more old.
How precious at last this abscission. The sky separates from its successor. A napkin, enclosed with the markings of a love letter, in his back pocket. The heel of his sneaker creased pointedly, a step-by-step surrender. A tie wound crookedly and shrieking pedagogically of naivete. The flowers of which he neglected wilted, apologetically in his grip. Tonight, 30 seconds will feel like 3 hours. Tonight, 6 hours will feel like 6 minutes. Sometime in between was this doorstep. Somewhere between matter was this driveway. A frail finger, a lonely dissenter, makes way to the doorbell. Before pressure could be made, the door opens, melodramatically creaking. Eye contact strikes like sledgehammers. Hello, he says. I love you.